Podcast Network Asia. FirstMetroSec is providing this podcast as a general market commentary. Reference to any specific security, product, or entity do not constitute as an offer or a solicitation of an offer to buy or sell any financial instruments or to participate in any particular trading strategy. The statements, comments, views, or opinions expressed by the hosts are subject to change without notice, and FirstMetroSec is under no obligation to update, amend, change, or correct any of the statements, comments, views, or opinions expressed. The statements, comments, views, and opinions expressed by the guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the view of FirstMetroSec. FirstMetroSec disclaims any liability arising from reliance on or reference to any information obtained in this podcast.
You are listening to First Metro Securities Philippine Stock Market Weekly podcast, where we feature timely and relevant discussions on the Philippine stock market and the economy in the hope of providing you investing and trading guidance. Here's your host, Royce Aguilar from the Research Department at FirstMetroSec.
You are listening to Philippine Stock Market Weekly's Market Bites, our mini-series which strives to deliver trading and investing analysis built on our research reports. For in-depth information, you may also log in to your FirstMetroSec account and head to the Research tab.
Hi everyone, I'm Adel and I cover the banks and telcos for First Metro Securities Research. In this episode, let me share with you the latest company update for PLDT or TEL titled Broadband to Ease Mobile Segment Weakness. In this report, we reiterate our buy call for TEL with a target price of 1,470 pesos. TEL service revenues came in line with our expectations in first quarter 2023, with home and enterprise segments driving growth amid higher than expected net subscriber additions, with 81,000 coming from fiber, and sustained growth of business volumes for corporates. At the EBIT level, operating results came in strong at 12.7 billion, beating our estimates by a wide margin based on lower D&A expenses. We keep our forecast as we expect D&A expenditure to catch up. With first quarter 2023 EBITDA results so far in line with our estimates, we maintain our forecasts. We leave room for D&A expenditure to catch up at the latter part of the year. As of first quarter 2023, TEL has only booked 3.4 billion in capex under settlement agreements relating to the recent overrun issue, vis-a-vis our forecast of 11 billion for the full year. Recall, management earlier guided for 33 billion pesos in additional capex to be spent within the next 3 years, from 2023 to 2025. We continue to prefer accumulating TEL at these levels. From a fundamental standpoint, we reiterate our view that TEL can mitigate the impact of price and competition, especially from mobile, to its earnings, thanks to its strong positioning in the fixed-line broadband segment. Valuations are attractive, with TEL trading at 5.1 times, 4.9 times EV/EBITDA, and a dividend yield of 6.3%, 6.5% for 2023 and 2024. Again, we reiterate a buy on PLDT with TP at 1,470 pesos. That's it for our PLDT company update. Thank you.
Thanks for listening to First Metro Securities Philippine Stock Market Weekly podcast. Don't forget to follow us to get first dibs on our new episodes. For more up-to-date market news and info, exclusive content, and the opportunity to connect with your fellow Filipino investors and traders, join facebook.com/groups/FirstMetroSec and be part of the First MetroSec family.
The views and opinions expressed by the podcast creators, hosts, and guests do not necessarily reflect the official policy and position of Podcast Network Asia, the hosts of the program, or other programs of the network. Any content provided by the people on the podcast are of their own opinion and are not intended to malign any religion, ethnic group, club, organization, company, individual, or anyone or anything.